In this video, we will solve a question on profit maximization and comparative statistics. The question is, a monopolist has a demand and cost function as P is equal to A minus BQ. Q is the output, P is the price, and cost function is C is equal to CQ. Find the profit maximizing price and output and do the comparative statistics and to show what happens to equilibrium quantity when there is increase in market demand. Okay. So first thing is first, what we are being given? We are being given the inverse demand function of the monopolist is as P is equal to A minus BQ. Okay. Cost function is CQ. For monopolist, we know that profit maximization requires, and let me write it here. Profit maximization requires marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. And let's draw the graph to make the sense here. So let us say we have this graph, we have output here, price here, we are being given this demand function. Okay, so let us say this is our demand function, we call it average revenue function also. Okay, so first thing is we set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. Okay, so first let us find out the marginal revenue. So first we need to find total revenue. We know total revenue is price into Q. So P is A minus BQ. To this we multiply Q, which gives us AQ minus BQ square is the total revenue. Okay, so total revenue is this. Now marginal revenue is simply the derivative of total revenue with respect to output. So derivative of Q is 1, so we are left with A minus Q square, its derivative is 2Q, so we get 2BQ. Okay, that means this will be our marginal revenue. Okay, after that, marginal cost we know is simply the derivative of cost function with respect to output. This is our total cost function, its derivative with respect to Q, so we are left with C. So MC is C, it is a constant. Let us say this is our cost function. Okay, now what is then profit maximizing output? Equating marginal revenue with marginal cost. So marginal revenue is this, A minus 2BQ is equal to C. Okay, solving for Q, so we have 2BQ is equal to A minus C, which implies, okay, let me see if I am doing it correctly. Yes, I am doing it correctly. That means Q will be equal to A minus C divided by twice B. This is our profit maximizing output. Now what is profit maximizing price? Simply plug Q is equal to A minus C into demand function. This is our demand function, so our P will be equal to A minus B. Q is this stuff, A minus C divided by twice B. B and B will get cancelled, so we are left with A minus, we have A minus C divided by 2, which implies, and let me write it here, so our P will be equal to twice A minus A plus C divided by 2, so P will be equal to A plus C divided by 2. This is our profit maximizing price. Okay, the next part tells us what happens to equilibrium quantity when there is, it is where, okay, when there is increase in market demand. Okay, so this is our equilibrium quantity. Okay, comparative statistics is here, that we are supposed to find out what happens to equilibrium quantity when there is increase in market demand. And let us see here. So here it is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, so we got Q star, and corresponding to this we get price here, this price P star. Now we are told what happens to equilibrium quantity when there is increase in market demand. So when will market demand increase? If this is our market demand function, when this intercept will change, when it will increase. when the value of A changes, that means we are supposed to find the change in equilibrium quantity with respect to change in the parameter A. Okay, so given this function, derivative of A will be 1 here, so we are left with only 1 upon 2b, and here it is greater than 0. Okay, so basically the question was asking us, and let me write here, what happens when this A changes, the increase in demand. So it will be like this. Let us say our new demand is, this will be our new demand function. Correspondingly, our new marginal revenue function will be this. Okay, marginal cost is this. That means equilibrium quantity will increase. Okay, because we got the value of comparative statistics, the sign of it is greater than 0, we can say that when A increases, that means when demand increases, equilibrium quantity will also increase. Okay, so let me rewrite it here to make it more clear. Let us say initially this was our demand function and our marginal revenue function was this, and this was our cost, marginal cost function. Okay, first, then we were told what happens to equilibrium quantity when there is increase in market demand. Market demand will increase, so when this A increases, okay, it will have a shift here. So our new demand function will be, let us say when there is shift, it will become like this. Let us say correspondingly our new marginal revenue function will be like this. Okay, and here you can see initially when marginal revenue was equal to marginal cost, this was marginal cost, this was marginal revenue initially. Now new marginal, sorry, this is marginal revenue here. Okay, new marginal revenue is MR dash. Okay, so initially quantity transacted was Q star. When there is shift in demand curve, okay, this shift in demand curve, equilibrium quantity has also increased. Here you can see the intersection of marginal revenue function and marginal cost here. So let us say K double star. Simple thing, when A increases, equilibrium quantity also increases here. Okay, I hope I make myself clear. Thank you.